Hello, everybody. Hey, everybody, it's your Book Bud Joe here, and I am so excited for this video because I love me some Stephen King, and I know many of you do too. So I figured that today I would prioritize my Stephen King reading for the upcoming year. Now, I usually wait till spooky season to read some Stephen King. However, I like to extend my holidays. So spooky season for me kind of starts late August, September, and October, and then I go into like November as well. So like all those months to me, and I know the August thing is kind of weird, but it's like it's a feeling. It's like we're getting ready for, to me, I think of it as the school year, autumn. Okay, so we're getting ready for the school year. It's coming. Autumn is here. The leaves are changing. It's getting cooler. And so, like, I very well could read a horror novel in August and be completely fine with that and excited about it. And November is just, you're right in the mix. Halloween just occurred, and we're all still feeling the after effects of the horror that is Halloween and all these things. So I have a span of those few months. Not to say that I can't read a scary book other times during the year, because I totally can. But I don't know, it's just more fun for me. So let's prioritize my Stephen King reading for this year. Ready? Okay, so behind me is not a tree, and it's not my back seat. It's actually my bookshelf. Woo-hoo! So this is exciting. Look. Isn't that fun? And do you guys notice this guy? Recognize him? If you are a Book Buds fan, you will recognize him. He lives here. Okay. So let's get some of these books down. All right, so different seasons. I'm pretty sure that this is short stories. I'm not exactly sure because there's no summary on this sort of a book here. There's no jacket. There's nothing. But I was looking through it and it says, yeah, apt pupil and the body. Yeah, these are short stories. What is this? See, like I get these used books. Firewood, Raymond. Okay, so this is not relevant. I'm not the biggest short story person. I don't really, and I know that he puts a lot of those compilations out. I know that he likes that. And maybe a Stephen King short story around Halloween would be fun. So I think I have to remain open to this. I have some standalone short stories that I'm going to show you. I bought a whole pack this past October. So I think this could be the year I do some of the short stories. Okay, so different seasons. I'm not running to this one. So that's how I'm feeling about that. Okay, so before we go any further, I should probably explain my relationship with Stephen King thus far. It's been a little rocky, but I feel like as time goes on, it's getting better and better. Okay, I don't enjoy the long, drawn-out, 1,000-page novels. I read The Stand during COVID. That was a mistake. It wasn't the right time to read that book, and I didn't enjoy the experience at all. There have been some other ones over the years, Dreamcatcher, and I can't remember some of the other ones when I was younger. I really just couldn't get into them. But then came Pet Sematary and Misery and Carrie and Christine. And I am just wiping away all those bad experiences because those 4 books alone, I just absolutely love. Phenomenal. So good. So spooky. So well done. Character development. Top tier stuff here. I mean, this guy is just so talented. I mean, he's so successful for a reason. We all know it. So I'm starting to get into his books more and more and getting surprised each time that I find one that I like. And so now the ones that I like are outdoing the ones that I didn't like. And for that, I'm really thrilled about. All right, let's keep going. Okay, we got Just After Sunset, another short story collection. So it's not my favorite, So I'm not going to prioritize this, but let's just keep going. Okay, Cujo. This is one that I've been wanting to read for a very long time. I got this vintage cover. Look at that. Love it. Okay, so excited. Love this movie too. Oh God, I love his older ones. So I'm so excited. This is like top on the list for me is Cujo. It was top on the list for me last year. And I don't know what happened. Carrie came along and then went right into Christine. Those took over. But Cujo is definitely one that I'm prioritizing. So we're going to put that over here. Okay, The Dark Half. I'm pretty sure my book bud Mary likes this book. She read it years ago and she loved it. So I'm definitely intrigued by this. I mean, it looks spooky, it looks scary, it looks like one that's going to scare the crap out of me. So we love that. So this definitely can go in the Cujo pile. The Dark Half. A spectacular of terror. Love this. Okay. The Shining. And just look at this copy. Don't we love this copy? So nice. Yeah, this is, I think I have that part. Unfortunately, this came off. And yes, I have it. I got to tape it. So this is one of my favorite movies. Absolutely adore it. Shelley Duvall. Come on. Jack Nicholson. Come on. I love that movie. Red rum, red rum. Ooh, that hurts. So this has also been prioritized for years and years. I love how I'm saying that, and these are still unread. But at least I'm still getting a lot of Stephen King in. So this is definitely going to go on this pile over here. I'm so excited to get into this one. Maybe it'll be this year. I think I should say it and commit to it and do it. Okay, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. So I don't think that this is a spooky one, but I love, like, let's talk about Fairy Tale. I didn't love that book. I thought the second half was a dud, and I loved the first half. The first half was just getting to know the boy and his dog and the neighbor and the old man that he was trying to befriend. And I just love that character development. I love that setup. So I can definitely get down with a non-spooky Stephen King book. Absolutely. So not that I'm not going to prioritize this. Maybe I should make a middle pile. This will probably be in the middle. This is a no, not right now. This is a interested, maybe, and this is like the pile that is like definite for this year. Okay, I've been hearing a lot about this lately. The Eyes of the Dragon, and I absolutely love this edition, this cover. This book is illustrated. A lot of booktubers have been talking about this one, and a lot of people don't like this book. A lot of people have problems with it, but I've been finding some lately who enjoy it. So that just gives me hope because it's a fantasy novel of his, and he doesn't do that too often. So I'm really excited to see a Stephen King fantasy land, as opposed to all the blood and guts and terrorizing type stuff. So fantasy, I love fantasy. So we're gonna put this over here in the prioritize pile. Okay, so Dr. Sleep. This is the sequel to The Shining. Definitely interested, but I can't prioritize it because I might not even read The Shining this year. So this has to be saved. So automatically it's going to go over here. But it's waiting for me. It's ready. Okay, Bazaar of Bad Dreams. I just absolutely love the cover and the artwork. Looks so cool. I believe that this is short stories as well. He does that a lot. Is it? Yeah, stories. It's such a cool cover, no? I wish all of his books were illustrated. That'd be so much fun. Does he have any graphic novels of his books, guys? Any Stephen King fans out there? No? Graphic novels? I would love that. Got to look those up. So this is probably going to go on this pile. Like I'm not ready for this one. But I just love having these. I'm into Stephen King lately, right? Last couple of years. So now every time I see one of his books, I pick it up. And I had a lot that I unhauled. I'm still kicking myself that I gave away Gerald's game. I really want to read that one. But hey, we have the library, and I can always buy it again. It's okay. Okay, Rose Matter. I've heard some friends enjoy this one. Is this the one that it's one long chapter, or is that Dolores Claiborne? No. No, it's not. That's Dolores Claiborne, I'm pretty sure. So Rose Matter. I'm not too sure what this is about. We could put it in the middle pile. Yeah, because I'm not like dying to read it, but I will read it. Middle pile. All right, these are getting far away. Let me get them. Okay, next we have Gwendy's Magic Feather. Now this is all very confusing to me because this one is not by Stephen King, is it? The first one, Gwendy's Button Box, was written by Stephen King and Richard Chizmar. But now this one, it says Richard Chizmar, forward by Stephen King. I guess I should read the forward and that'll give me the information. Okay, so I read the forward and I got the information. So Stephen King has some unfinished works, lots of short stories, and 2 novels that he said he gave up on. So Gwendy's Button Box was one of them, and it was just sitting on his computer, not touched for a couple of years. And one day, Richard Chizmar reached out to him and asked him to collaborate on a story. He wanted to work with him. So Stephen King thought that Gwendy's Button Box was a perfect thing to bring to life, and he needed Richard's skill to help him finish this piece of work that wasn't finished. So they rewrote it, they edited it, worked together, and they came out with, as he called it, a gem, Gwendy's Button Box. So he was really happy with it. Then Richard didn't think that Gwendy's story was finished. But I guess Stephen King kind of like ran out of gas with it and wasn't really into it. And he gave Richard his blessing and said, go ahead with it. She's as much yours as she is mine. So take it and run with it. And he gave his blessing. He enjoyed the story. And so that is why this book does not have Stephen King on it. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they came together for the third one. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to check on that. But I did read Gwendy's Button Box, and I really did enjoy that one. Very different story. It's like Pandora's Box, kind of. And so this is a sequel. So I would put this in the middle pile. I'm not like dying to get to it, but I am curious, and even more so after reading that foreword by Stephen King. Cool. Okay, and lastly, I just bought this past autumn, and we have The Mist, Apt Pupil, The Body, and The Sundog. And I saw, I think, these 3 in one of those books, or a few of those, with the short story collection. I've heard of The Mist. Of course, I've heard of The Body. I love Stand By Me. Amazing movie. But I haven't heard of the other 2. So these are some short stories. Look at these covers. So cool, right? Apt Pupil. Have you guys read any of these? Are these good? I'm sure they are. And I like his short stuff. I can't imagine these being total duds. The Apt Pupil. The Sundog. And The Body. I would prioritize this one, definitely. So let's prioritize The Body. And I would say The Mist, but let's go with one that I don't know. Let's not do The Sundog, because I have Cujo over there, and I see a dog ferociously snarling, so like maybe not. Let's do Apt Pupil. I don't know anything about it. Oh, is that Hitler? Yeah. All right, whatever. Okay. So we have our piles here. Do you agree with my choices, guys? Everybody's a different Stephen King reader. So these are done. I'm not prioritizing these. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. This is the middle pile. I feel like out of these 3, Rose Matter, Gwendy's Magic Feather, and The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, I don't know. I feel like I probably would want to experience something different, so I'm going to go with Tom Gordon. And then we'll just eliminate those 2 as well for now. process of elimination. So let's add this to this pile. Okay. So we have to narrow this down because 2 years ago I read Pet Sematary, Misery, and Salem's Lot all in a row. 3. Last year I read Carrie and Christine. 2. So read 3, then I read 2. So to be safe, let's pick 2. Oh, that's it? Okay. So what do I want to do here? What do I want to do? No, let's do 3. I can't do 2. All right, I want Cujo. Cujo I'm going to prioritize. I just keep remembering that movie. I watched all these movies in the 80s when I probably shouldn't be watching them. I was a little kid and I was scared to death. That huge dog slobbering on that window of the car and the mother inside and the boy, and he's having like a seizure, and it's just horrifying, but I love it. What's wrong with me? I need to read this. So I'm going to do top priority Cujo. Okay. I'm very curious about this fantasy story, The Eyes of the Dragon. A lot of people don't like it though, but it looks just like light and fun. These illustrations. I have to do it. The Eyes of the Dragon. All right, I have one more. Is this fair? I'm trying to also be realistic. I don't know what I will be able to complete. You know what? Let's get rid of the dark half. I don't even want this in the running right now. We got to eliminate The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. See, it's almost like you can't even listen to people's opinions because everybody has such different tastes. And I have such a up and down relationship with Stephen King that, because I've heard people don't like this book. They said it was boring. Do we want a boring book? Of course not, but maybe I won't think it's boring. I'm going to wait. See how we do this? This is great. This is fun. All right, so we have 2 short stories and The Shining. I mean, The Shining is classic. But am I really going to be able to get to it? It just looks kind of... Look at him on this. Look at his picture here. I can't. With that 70s suit on. That's hilarious. Oh my God. I don't want to read about Hitler. All right, so if I was being realistic, I would say The Body. And if I was being my dreamer self, I would say The Shining. Since I have the Live Ship Traders trilogy on my to-do list, which is quite long, maybe I'll just go with The Body. But anything can change because I'm such a mood reader. You know what? It's my rules. I'm going to have 4. Okay, so this is the pile. This is the priority list, guys. Here we have it. We have The Eyes of the Dragon. We have Cujo. We have The Shining. And we have The Body. All right, so this is my top priority list for this year, Stephen King. Let's see how many I actually get to. It'll be fun to find out. And if you want to chime in and let me know if I chose wrong, feel free. I will definitely respect your opinion and might change up the list. So let me know. If you're enjoying what you saw here today, please like, share, and subscribe. And last, but certainly not least, thanks for visiting Book Buds!
Whoa, doesn't Joe have cool books?
I'm so excited about this video because I love me right off the bat. I'm choking. I can't even do Jeopardy.